In a world where bosses control your life and thoughts of escape fill your mind, where inspiration seems dead and cynicism rules the masses, you have a desire to break free. You feel the need to take control. Now, there exists a place where the secrets of freedom and wealth are given to those who believe. InternetBusinessMastery.com. Free your mind.
Hello and welcome to Internet Business Mastery online at InternetBusinessMastery.com. I'm Sterling.
And I'm Jay.
And we're here to help you escape the 9-to-5 and live the lifestyle of your dreams by turning your life's passion into a profitable internet business, even if you're just getting started today. On this episode of Internet Business Mastery, we interview Matt Mickiewicz, the co-founder of 99Designs. And in the quick tip, Matt's going to share with us one of his favorite resources, I assume other than 99Designs, since that's a resource we always tell anyway. But all right, anyway, we'd like to remind you that if you'd like to get a jump start on creating your own profitable internet business using our proven system, you can claim your risk-free trial membership to the Internet Business Mastery Academy by going to freeaudiogift.com. So Jay, what's going on?
Well, I want to hear from you because as soon as we're done recording here, you're in your car and headed out, and you've got big plans in the near future. So tell us about it.
Yes. I'm driving 11 hours today after this episode. Actually, I'm moving back to Salt Lake, and as shocking and strange as that is, considering I very much love San Diego, the upside, and the thing I wanted to bring up actually, is that, again, another awesome thing about internet business is I did a fulfillment check and realized that because of situations changing in my family life, I need to be back there for my daughters. I was going back to Salt Lake once a month at least to see them, and now things have changed, and I'm actually going to move back until they're out of the whole high school thing and that kind of thing. I want to be there closer to them, and they had a little talk with me about wanting to see me more. So, of course, I luckily, because of this internet business thing, I have the ability, the freedom to make that decision and just switch whenever I need to. And of course, I'll be back to San Diego in just a few years. But for now, I'm absolutely going back. And again, the cool thing is I was thinking about it and talking to them, and I just was like going, okay, well, I absolutely want to be back with them. And instead of going, oh, I wish I could, and I just can't change jobs right now, or any of that stuff comes into play, I just go, okay. I've worked really hard to get to the point of having the freedom to make that shift, and now I'm making it. So that's pretty much why I'm going back and leaving beautiful sunny San Diego for now.
Yeah, and you're pretty much doing that kind of on a, it was a pretty quick decision on a dime. I was thinking back to some of the moves and shifts that Melanie and I have made in the past. And I mean, the first time we moved to New York City, that was like a 6-week, like we made the decision, and 6 weeks later we were in our car going there. And we moved to Argentina, it was a very similar thing. And it's pretty cool to have that flexibility and be able to make things happen that fast.
Yeah, and that's the key. That's definitely the key to this, and why I wanted to mention it was because if something like that happens, and yeah, we had the talk at Christmas, so about a month and a half ago from right now, I had a chat with them, and then, we went back. Actually, you were there with me in January, and, had a longer chat with them, and the decision's made. Here it is about a week and a half after that, and I'm on the way back to look for a house. Now, another upside is, of course, a house in Salt Lake City compared to what I was doing here in San Diego is very different. You can get a very big, beautiful house for a lot less than I'm even doing right now. So, another upside of, an upgrade that I can make. Now, on the downside, of course, there's snow, which I hate. But
that's the reason I moved away from Salt Lake, was snow.
Yeah, if only I would get myself to ski. I decided I was going to snowmobile to, go do some snowmobile classes and do that for fun so that the snow isn't so annoying. Because the last thing I'm going to do is ski.
Yeah.
Or snowboard.
Yeah. I've tried it and it just didn't do it for me either. I can see why some people enjoy it, but it's never caught on for me either.
Yeah, I don't particularly like falling down all that much, so.
Well, good luck in finding a new place. That's cool. That's exciting that you're able to make that happen.
Yeah, thanks. I'm actually switched it to be very excited about being able to be with them like I was. So awesome, and just wanted to give everybody that update.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into our interview with Matt Mickiewicz.
And now, the features segment.
All right, on the line, I have Matt Mickiewicz from 99Designs.com. We have mentioned 99 Designs in the show before. It's been a resource we've shared, and that we've mentioned we've gotten logos ourselves there before. We've used it to get different graphics for our website and for products that we've put out. So definitely a resource that both Sterling and I find useful, as well as a number of our community members have used for themselves. So excited to have Matt on the line to ask him a bit about 99 Designs, maybe get some tips out of him, and see what insights he can share about internet business in general. So thank you very much, Matt, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So let's go ahead and let's start out, with the basics. Have you tell us just a little bit about yourself and your experience with internet business, and as it led you up to the point of starting 99 Designs.
Sure. I've basically been in online business for well over a decade now. I started my first company when I was still in high school. It was a website called webmasterresources.com, which grew very, very quickly once I launched it. I had very fortunate timing, and I launched that website right around the .com boom around 1998, 1999. So I had a very good ride up, and that business is still around today. It's known as SitePoint.com. Been over a decade now. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And so what, when you were young and in high school, did you just have this entrepreneurial, what led you into wanting to start your own business like that?
I always had an entrepreneurial streak in me, but Webmaster Resources basically started off as a hobby. I was learning about web design and web development and having to do a lot of research along the way, because back in 1997, 1998, there was very few places to go for good quality information. So I thought to myself, if I'm having to do all this research and waste a lot of time trying to find good information, I'm sure there's thousands or tens of thousands of people having the same problem. So I basically started compiling all the useful resources and tools and websites as I was going through this process of learning, and I put it online as its own website called webmasterresources.com. Within weeks of launching, literally, I got featured in LA Times, Washington Post, USA Today. I had Windows Magazine, which at the time had 1 million subscribers, do a full page write-up about this website mentioned as a resource for their readers. So it really took off very, very quickly, and I quickly found myself almost overwhelmed with the amount of work that was coming as a result of the growth of the business.
Very cool. Well, I'm sure in doing business for over a decade now, you've run into